Hello, hello, and welcome, my beloved Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to our 5-card draw. What do we need? Read from this beautiful new moon in Virgo to full moon in Pisces, August 2023. I am your reader for the moment, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I'm not bad, it's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service at the time of this recording, author of 2 books, spell ingredients from a professional witch as well as words of grace from a professional witch. There is a Kindle version available for words of grace, and it's lovely, it's clean, it's pristine, but the original PDF is over on Patreon. You can buy it in our shop. They gave us a shop. How cool is that? But some of my subscribers get that as part of their benefit package on Patreon, but all of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in every morning, give or take. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link so we can chat about, that was chat and talk as one word, as we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a meditation, a prayer, a little something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day. I did it this morning and it was really lovely. It usually is. It always is. Second benefit that they get is all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. There are a lot of them. They're all relationships based. They're all timeless. I mean, and they're juggernauts. Most of them are over an hour. Third benefit they get extensive discounts on booking private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and readings and Zoom recordings and all of that. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want to chill for that later. We also have 2 7-day free trials. Our first 2 levels, Seeker and Human. You can check us out for 7 days for free. And like I said, now all my digital media that was available on my website is now available on Patreon. So you can literally go and shop. You can even follow us. You'll get the public material and, but warning, everybody who has pretty much done the 7-day free trial has stayed on Patreon as a subscriber. So I love it. Click the link, check the menu. We got a lot of good stuff going on over there. And come Patreon, on Patreon, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You could just call me Mal. I mean, it's so much easier to remember. Hey, my fishy family, Pisces Moon. I was born on this full moon, Virgo Sun, Pisces Moon. So let's do some explanation for the new fishy people, our mer people, and their cross-watchers, and then we'll get to the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like, if you've heard it before. But we are going to talk about a rather tricky 2-week period, considering it's a waxing moon, because there's a lot going on in Virgo, which is our opposite sign in my case. As a Pisces moon, it is my Virgo sun. So, to start with, welcome, Pisces and cross-watchers. A 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about absolutely anything. We are fine-tuning it for a waxing moon to plant a seed at the new moon, help it grow and manifest to the full moon. 5-card draws waxing. I also do the 8-card draw shadow reads to the other half. So it's like a companion, they're the companions that way, the lunar reads, the what do I need reads. Because if you keep asking, how am I doing? It's like, no, what do I need right in this moment? Tends to be a little helpful. And I will say, I have been writing them down and using the 5-card draws as well as the 8-card draws. And something just happened yesterday, which I'm not ready to talk about publicly, certainly not on YouTube, which was, the spells are working. Proof is in the pudding. I am a tasty but not a hasty pudding. When is it ever all that fast? Until it is. So let's look at this astrological weather. Oh, except to say that these 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements. I am a witch. Fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. Fire, magical spell cards, Lucy Cavendish. Earth, Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno. Air, the Archangel Fire Oracle, but they're angels. We'll talk about it when we get there. Water, the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. We also use her Whispers of Lord Ganesha for the 8-card draws to remove obstacles in the waning. And we're going to end with a Matt Kahn healing mantra. His work has been incredibly helpful to me. And if I ever meet him, I can't wait to tell him. Well, I will wait to tell him because he seems really busy. Let's look at this. So yeah, this has also been called a spell kit reading. That's why I put it in the wavy part of the video intro at the bottom. And that's what they are to me. And here's the thing. This is all about manifesting our heart's desire, which will be indicated with the element of fire. Everybody's heart's desires are assigned to them before we come into this lifetime. Really, probably before we started incarnating here, right? Lifetime after lifetime. And like a video game, if you think about it this way, it's like, right? You leave the game, you croak, whatever you want to call it, disincarnate, and you're like, oh man, I came so close. Okay, put another coin in, another token into the video game, right? Restart, do it again, but in a whole other scenario, right? So why is that? Because our heart's desires are part of something much larger. The more we manifest our heart's desires, the happier, healthier, wealthier, and wiser we are, which means we are creating a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser life, or a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. And this is why cross-watchers, you have the opportunity to help the Pisces you are cross-watching for, in fact, the entire collective, myself included, to help us manifest our heart's desires. Because as we do that, everybody gets a little bit closer. Well, every day is a winding road. Vending machine repairmen, shall we? Let's talk about this 2-week period. It's a little tricky sticky. We start with a rather confusing new moon on Wednesday, August 16th, but it's at 5:38 a.m. because it goes void, of course, at the same time it goes into new moon. And that's not a great time for magic. Great for divination, great for meditation, the stillness, the silence, and all of that. But it's at 5:38 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be asleep anyway. Goes into Virgo 7:14 p.m. that night. And, these already have blown me away. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting myself ready for that. 2 weeks later, right, we'll plant a seed. 2 weeks later, the full moon in Pisces. Our full moon. Now, by the way, Wednesday, the 16th, new moon. Wednesday, the 30th, 9:36 p.m. Eastern. So Wednesday to Wednesday, there's a lot of Wednesdays going on in this, right? So when the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seek, but this is a way to build that little by little by little over a 2-week period, or whenever you're watching this. In between those two dates, this one's okay. Sun goes into Virgo. Happy birthday, Virgos. Virgo power across your legs. And that happens on the 23rd. How lovely. The exact same day, though, Mercury goes retrograde. Oh, and they're on Wednesday. It's both on a Wednesday. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is opposite sign but usually complementary opposite sign, so it might be actually easier for the Pisces placements. It goes retrograde on the 23rd, as I said, the same day the Sun goes into Virgo, and goes direct the 15th of September, which is tricky because this thing that just happened yesterday, I gotta really make sure that I handle that. Good news, Mars in Libra on Sunday, the day of success, healing, the sun, truth, Apollo day, essentially. Mars going into Libra is going to be very much a forward thing, right? Waxing moon, justice, truth, one-on-one relationships, romance, and all of that, right? On the 27th. And then, just when you thought it was safe to go back to Uranus, Uranus went retrograde, is going retrograde the 28th of August, and that just hits everybody, the outer planets, nations, right, world politics, everything. Uranus, if I say it the right way, I'm serious, is the rebel, right? And retrograde, expect the unexpected. Till January 26th of next year. Oh dear. So you get it. It's tricky. But so our heart's desires are probably more important than ever. So, look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I do. I write mine down, both waxing and waning, 5 and 8 card draws. And I think that's enough explanation. So let's get to the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Pisces rules defeat. Focus on your breath if you will. And I promise you, I will do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, and the spirit of unity for the well-being of all, and to do what we came here to do. Yeah, all right, let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. Using the magical spell cards from Lucy Cavendish, by Lucy Cavendish, to represent the power of fire. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For us Pisces collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the spell fragment, the clue, the tip, the hint for our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, and sometimes it can also be what is required to manifest our heart's desire. This beautiful new 2-hour full August 2023 organization. Oh shit, I knew it. Purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. How do I know that? Because this spell has repeated in my life. I think last 5 card draws I got it in both my Leo rising and my Virgo sun. So I know this one. I would locked into the same piece of jewelry. This time it'll be in this piece of jewelry. These spells are making the rounds. So look, is organization a Pisces heart's desire? Most likely not. I know in my case it's not, but certainly for what is, it seems to be what is required, considering what may well the probabilities in front of me in the timeline. It's all about how we want to shift timelines, right? You want to shift to a golden timeline rather than a leaded one. Expectation, gotta let it go. But let's see. We're going to ground that with the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, it is an opportunity, right? A magical opportunity. Amulet, talisman, touchstone, whatever, magical carrier. But like I said, I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry, one for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So let's ask Archangel Ariel how to do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, beloved Archangel of nature, Archangel of wealth, Archangel of Lyons, of who I was named after, and my parents had no idea, and that's sneaky shady, but I love it. Please, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful oracle message for the element of earth, representing the element of earth from the Crystal Oracle, the fuel to feed the fire, to help us manifest our heart's desire. This beautiful new 2-hour full August 2023. Labradorite, yes, yes. This has come up before. It came up in one of mine. I don't remember which one, but it came up in one of mine. Let's see. Where are you? Yeah, no, that's not it. No, no. Is this in Virgo? It sure is. Yay! My Virgo. I have lepidolite. Labradorite. Sorry, I have lepidolite too. You know, the lalas. Labradorite, like the dog, Labrador, with an ite, an orite at the end. Where are you? Wait till you hear this. If you are new, you're going to love this, especially Pisces. Telepathic communication. Well, there we go. Got that going for us. Prophecy. Oh boy. Auras and energy, right? So any of those that might fit the bill here. This is going to help with the organization. You will soon see that a particular situation that is causing concern and preventing you from moving forward is due to fear. This realization is in itself a breakthrough. By acknowledging your fear, you transcend it, and a whole new vista becomes visible. Absolutely. Course in Miracles says point blank, the gods can, well, I paganize it, the gods cannot heal what we will not acknowledge, right? So just going, oh, I'm afraid, right? Particularly if things seem chaotic. So the organization, because listen to the words of it, purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. It's not an affirmation necessarily, you've got it. It's saying now, come to me so easily, right? And wait till you hear the rest of this. Soon fear will no longer obstruct you, and you will move forward in leaps and bounds like dolphins. As you begin to achieve your goals, you will realize that you can communicate with others telepathically, and that this form of communication can influence events in a positive way. Well, I mean, we can go tinfoil hat woo-woo land with that, or we can kind of get, yeah, we're all one, right? The collective unconscious, 12th house, Pisces, right? So, yeah, it's just so sci-fi and fantasy, but it is actually the truth of who we are has that skill, but, you know, we're working on it. By bringing your focus within, it is possible to energetically connect and communicate with everyone and everything upon this planet. Empath much? This is reversing the flow, right? It's not just taking it all in, it's sending as well. You will gain invaluable insights which will help you focus your attention on that which will be of a greater good for all concerned, including yourself. This is an exciting and wondrous time for you. However, you are being cautioned not to abuse this newfound gift and to remember to always act through love and for the greater good of all. Well, to whom great power has been given great responsibility. Thanks, Peter Parker, or technically Uncle Ben. We get an affirmation, isn't that lovely? At the heart of all creation, only love exists. It stirs within my heart and moves the earth and stars through endless cycles. So if it can handle that, it can handle me, anyway, I'm Marie Kondoing the house, right? All is interwoven with light. All is interconnected through love. Think about that. Financial system, what we can do with this. But again, the trick is, honestly, and it's so annoying and you know it already, is to release outcome. But I have learned through Matt Kahn, wonderful video he put out about accelerated healing, that when you really come from a place of service, where service is number one, like I'm serving someone, I may not even know to the larger degree what I am serving, but it does set us free from holding ourselves hostage with our expectations. Isn't that good? We hold ourselves hostage, right? So this loving thing, and to be honest, and to maybe even put out there, I'm holding myself hostage with my expectations, right, is a great way to really call, okay, so now come to me so easily, purpose, planning, and efficiency. I like this read, and I already have I have that in a ring. I love me some labradorite. Although I am a selenite addict. Hello, my name is Mal. I'm a selenite addict. Let's talk to the Archangels. The Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wemman, Finn Horn Press. Amazing book, gorgeous art. She takes all the different archangels and puts them in historical as well as cultural guises. There's even an Oscar Wilde archangel, and that's almost more important than being earnest. So, element of air to feed, to stoke that fire, right? Fire can't be without air. How do your desires do if you don't think about them, right? If you don't feed them the thoughts. But everyone has access to archangelic consciousness. I just know mine. Like, they made sure, they rubbed my nose in Archangel Ariel, naming me Angelo Lyons. Eventually as a Virgo, I was going to do the research, and as a Pisces moon, I was led to it pretty much over a 10-year period. So, who's waiting in the wings? Let's ask them with their wings. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. Ooh. Using the Archangel Fire Oracle for the element of air, I call upon the pantheon of archangels for us, Pisces Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and must have been drawn to this reading. Please, beloved archangels, who is waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to zoom in and help with the element of air to help us manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire. This beautiful, beautiful. We've gotten this before in a 5-card draw. Raziel. I'm pretty sure it's Ancient Mysteries or Mystery. That's what it is. Very Kabbalistic. I learned a lot about the Kabbalah through Carolyn Mace's Anatomy of the Spirit. I say it every time because she's from Chicago. She's amazing. She's like one of my favorite teachers on planet Earth. She was such a tough cookie back in the 90s. She smelled a lot, and blessed be all that grace and entering the castle. Yeah, mystery. Great. I mean, come on, Pisces, it's what we do. We represent the collective unconscious, not the personal subconscious, the collective unconscious where all subconsciouses merge. Yay. Sort of like the river Styx. Raziel, R-A-Z-I-E-L's name means secrets of God, and like the Jewish high priest in this card, he is the angel of the mysteries associated with the ancient teachings like the Kabbalah, meaning not only the Kabbalah, but like the Kabbalah. Raziel helps us enhance and deepen our spiritual understanding of esoteric knowledge and practice. He's strongly associated with the gift of clairvoyance. Well, you're going to be a telepath, at least see what you're doing, right? And he can help your spiritual sight to fully awaken, guiding you to see the truth in any given situation. Helpful. He can teach you to trust your intuition and inner guidance, and boosts your personal power to allow you to see any fears and illusions that may be holding you back on your sacred path. And that's what, the Labradorite was saying. It's like, you're going to see it was only fear, right? Well, like clouds in front of the sun doesn't mean the sun disappeared, right, forever. It's back there, right? So it's those clouds of illusion. So the message. Ready? Be open to magic and mystery. Pay close attention to signs and symbols. If you have drawn this card, you may be ready. You may be experiencing an awakening or a deepening of your gifts. And look, is telepathy a gift? I think it's a skill. I think we need to stop calling the intuitive spiritual stuff gifts, because then it applies. Some people have it and some people don't, and that's not true. It's all in the collective. So, it is a skill, and a skill can be developed, and it is. That's the journey. Now, in our soul and our higher self, that stuff's fully developed for the most part, right? But here in the physical world, as personalities and on human journeys, right? Heroes' journeys, there's always mystery. And what gets us into trouble, and I just don't mean Pisces, I mean anybody, is that we think we know, right? Expectations and all of that. And then when we don't get what we want, but we get what we need, we think we did something wrong. And that's never true, right? But that's the mystery. That's the mystery of it all. I'm a great lover of Agatha Christie and MC Beaton. I love a good murder mystery, right? But now I've read them all, so, I pretty much remember. I have to put like a year in between. It's been a while since I've done Death on the Nile, which also rhymes. Let's just move on. I'm rhyming. The Whispers of Love Oracle for our element, the element of water, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. So who are you telepathing with, or to, or whatever? Please take a nice deep breath. Or should I say we? Oui. Très bon. Still point. Higher selves. Override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love, beloved higher selves, for us Pisces collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Crosswatchers who are watching this video drawn to this reading. The element of water, the love that is the divine power, the sacred truth of the heart chakra, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion when in physical forms, because that stuff takes biochemistry and glands. But the truth of who we are is love. So what is your guidance, your grace, your loving inspiration, the inspiration, information, insight we need for the element of water to manifest our heart's desire this beautiful August 2023? Love who you are. That's what keeps you from using telepathy to take over humanity. I mean, it has its perks, but its drawbacks, You're a villain, essentially. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Now, the thing with that is, you start transmitting that honestly, right? Understanding there's a mystery. You don't know what, you don't know where, you don't know when, you don't know how. But you can love who you are, and that love takes you out of the third eye and into the heart, which then the heart, through the choices we make, heals the third eye. Next thing you know, we're clairvoyanting and clairaudient in, telepathy left, right, and center. But Labradorite is also a stone that a lot of people have used for extraterrestrial communication, so you do you. I try and keep it to my pantheons of the divine. I saw Close Encounters. I know the tune. You're welcome. Let's go back in time. Let's talk to the Ascended Masters and get the Spirit card on the table, the Macon Healing Mantra, put it all together. So grab a piece of Labradorite or something similar. Cast the spell of organization on it, call in Archangel Raziel, and then love who you are. I don't know, that sounds like a recipe for something yummy. And this would be the mantra that you could do a little bit or a lot of it every day. I do mine all the time. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly on behalf of us Pisces Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers, please, beloved ones, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving, wise, powerful message in the form of a Matcon healing mantra for the card of Spirit to help us manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, and in the spirit of unity for our well-being and for the well-being of all is beautiful and beautiful. August 2023, processing grief. I know I got one of them there too. Where are you? I got overcoming fear. Yeah, well, this is a good one because this is my losses prove how deeply I love. So that refers to loss of any kind. Look, this, if you're into mediumship, this is, I think, a lineup for that, right? Understanding that if we knew how to do it, this world would be very, very different, right? Even the telepathy thing. So grief is a result of the ego wound of loss. There's abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. You may not have the first three. I don't know anybody who doesn't. But everybody who's taught how to grieve, right? Who's taught in modern day society how to handle that stuff. And grief repressed turns into anxiety. That's a TED Talk I found on YouTube. Blew me away because I was walking on eggshells, right? So processing grief, it's not saying mastering it, but it is a part of life. And what if that's the cloud around the sun, so to speak, in terms of our heart's desires, right? Lost a lot in this world, but who doesn't, right? It doesn't make my suffering any greater or lesser than anybody else's, and that's true for all of us, right? And as we get better at processing grief, whatever that means, whatever that looks like, we can certainly kind of surrender to the mystery of this and love who we are as we go. So, my losses prove how deeply I loved. When grief is processed, you are able to notice the maturity you gained, even when losing the people, places, and things that once defined your sense of self. Yeah, that makes sense for me. As you process grief, you are able to celebrate how deeply you committed to love instead of holding a grudge towards those who left or couldn't love you back. Now, this could very easily be about any kind of relationship, but particularly relationship to ourselves, right? Once grief is fully processed, it can ignite a deeper commitment to love of the divine and the mystery of it all. Absolutely, for me. You know that your alignment with Source is not a matter of what comes or what goes. It's determined by how much of yourself you are willing to share. I've been working this mantra for a while. Yeah, I had it when the deck came out in 2018. This mantra is ideal for opening back up to love, rebuilding trust, and addressing heartache. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So, I feel naked, but I'm wearing my new favorite shirt and like it. All the water signs got it this time around. It's nice to have a new favorite shirt. Let's do a blessimation, combination of blessing and summation, and that will technically end the reading, although you never know what's going to come out of my mouth afterwards, particularly in a Pisces read. And then we'll talk about, readings and Patreon and all that shit. And please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for us beloved Pisces Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire, by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, for the well-being of all as we process grief, because our losses prove how deeply we loved, and therefore we love who we are. We are divine and wonderful people, deserving all of the wonderful things this world has to offer. And yet there is a mystery. So may we remember to call upon Archangel Raziel or similar to teach us the clairvoyance, to bring us deeper into the mysteries. But, it ain't much of a hero's journey without a mystery in there somewhere. as we ground this via telepathy, as we ground this via prophecy, which really goes with Raziel, as we do this by rising above the fray, communicating and influencing events from a place of love to manifest our heart's desire, or at least that which it seems is required to manifest our heart's desire, this beautiful new to our full self. Purpose, planning, efficiency now come to us so easily for the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. Oh, lovely. I know, sometimes that womp womp at the end is kind of saying this is what you're building, right? The freedom that comes from processing grief, and it's not like we're never going to have to do it again, right? It's part of the human experience. It's just not part of the divine experience, right? And we are both, or at least we appear to be. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are heroes on the way home to a happier, healthier, wealthier self and a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world. So if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. I think this would be very helpful for other Pisceans and cross-watchers, and that's just how algorithms work, but we don't have them over on Patreon, which is why it gets my full attention, right? To the best of my ability, my seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses, I love you. Thank you so very much for your patronage and support, and I adore giving you the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and the extensive discount on private sessions with me. And if anybody is interested in the 7-day free trial, please do. Human and Hero, you would get the daily check-ins, you would get the extended readings, but the extensive discount is for subscribers, so just stay till day 8. It's a month. And it's $3 and $5 Seeker and Human, so, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. Or it's okay, because whatever this is, this heart's desire organization, I really, really think to do this from a higher mind kind of place and accept the mysteries is just going to be helpful for everyone, including my steps moving forward on Patreon through this next change. And certainly, if you want to book me for one of them, their private sessions, there's a video in the description box, a YouTube video called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. Explains everything: spiritual counseling, half hour of power, readings in person, which doesn't happen that much. Maybe happening in the future, but it's not happening right now that much. Zoom record, video messenger, however you want to do it. And half hour of power is something that I only had for exclusive clients for years and years and years. I made it public, so check that out too. And I'm here to help, right? That is the thing. Part of my heart's desire is about service and to free myself from holding myself hostage by my expectations, which, oh my God, I felt so naked when Matt Kahn said that. So good luck with all of this. Go and manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, for the spirit of unity, for perfect love and perfect trust. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.